Hey guys, we're here at GDC and I'm with Tom from Mobius, who is a creator of games such as Duet and Time Surfer and Bean's Quest. And this is the sequel to Bean's Quest, which is called Bean Dreams. And we actually took a look at this at last year's GDC when it was in a really early state. And so it's come a long way since then, and we're going to check out where it's at now. So Tom, show us off the new Bean Dreams.
Yeah, sure. So we'll start with some of the first few stages.
Okay.
As you can see, the gameplay hasn't changed too much. That core idea of constantly jumping in Bean's Quest, we've got that still as the core element of Bean Dreams. We feel like we got a lot right in that sense in the original Bean's Quest.
Yeah, definitely.
So here you can see like all the graphics now HD as well. So we've taken the resolution up to right now. And additionally, we've been trying to like add some levels of attention to detail that just like take it to that next level sort of thing. Some Mario levels of humor and cuteness in the environment.
Like personality.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, those little blocks are awesome. They don't like getting jumped on.
No. And here we've got like on the stage complete screen, just like a lot more polished UI. So it's something that communicates to the player a lot better about the jump bar and the Axolotl and the fruit collection. So I've already unlocked a bunch of these achievements. But, finishing these achievements actually helps you progress in the game now. So there's these bridges between the islands.
Yeah.
That you can see here. These islands are the equivalent of the worlds in Bean's Quest.
Right.
But the bridges are populated with these golden bricks, which you collect from achieving the achievements in the stages themselves.
And it collects it in the order that you get them in, is that right? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
So, like for example, I started, I guess, with an axolotl and some fruit first, and then I did like 3 jump bars in a row. And then I got another axolotl.
So you can go back and look and be like, oh, that's right. I went through and I got all this one right away, and then I went back and got all the jump bars. I think that's the thing that everyone goes back and does later on is the jump bars because they're the most difficult.
Well, we're trying to make it a lot more lenient. For one thing, you know, like the jump bars, as you can see, there's like 3 for every level.
Yeah.
And so that means that
Oh, yeah.
So, there we go, talking about how easy it is. So, we've made it a lot more lenient. And you can, like here you can see that I'm going to get 2 jump bars because I've already got 1.
Cool.
So those bridges just landed in. Now if I go back to the to the level select, they'll populate in, and I'll actually unlock a bit more of a bridge much later in the game.
Much later in the game. And so this is tied, like, if you didn't fill in this little section of bridge, you can't go to that next world yet?
Yeah, exactly. So you can't get there until...
So it's the progression is sort of locked behind you completing goals, but not so bad that you can't... You have to do all the worlds, the first worlds, before you move on to the next or anything like that.
No.
Cool.
And so the initial bridges are really, really small and easy to fill out. Like, you know, you can even... I think you can even do the first couple of worlds without even touching the jump bars. You can just focus on the fruit and the axolotls, and you can get up to, you know, the 3rd or 4th island.
That's cool.
So at that point, you know, players are probably a lot more experienced and can actually handle just even the first few jump bars.
That's actually a really clever progression system, though, because it drives me nuts when it's a game where it's like, you must do everything in this world before you unlock the next set of levels or whatever, and it's like, well, I don't really feel like going back and doing that right now. I just want to kind of progress through, you know?
Well, that's another thing, is the fruit collection, we're now treating that, so that replaces the diamonds from Bean's Quest, and we're treating that as more of a like an easy mechanic. So basically the fruit collection is almost always the easiest thing to achieve in a level, and it's more like just something you do almost on the first playthrough when you first play the level.
So let's go back to that. Oh, well, now you can't, but that's
Sure.
So this has some Sonic influence, it looks like, and also you can hit like the ramp and kind of roll.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like a way of actually traveling, you know, faster horizontally than you normally can.
That is awesome.
And also, in this example, getting to the axolotl by avoiding the spikes.
You have to hit the ramp to do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can't like changing direction will actually then trigger you to start jumping.
Go back.
Yeah. But if you're in midair, you can actually sort of change direction, like without going back into your regular jumping. So there's some really interesting puzzles with like springs and using the slides
and launching and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
So here's like another example of the slides. So this level, this whole world, like in a sense, is sort of themed around the slides, and it teaches the way all kinds of different.
Oh, so you get to move that block with it. Oh, that's cool.
And you can see like here. the left, there's like a bit of a hint of something you can explore, and up there is the axolotl. So quite easily, I just got all the fruit and the axolotl.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think you can even get like the bronze jump part.
Even with still getting
Fruit and
going after everything,
so
yeah. That's
it's not
pretty
as
cool.
like laborious as it was in Beans Quest. And here, okay, kind of similar idea. The spikes to my left. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to use a slide somehow to actually get through this. So go here. Oh, but I had to jump up there because of the springs.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, this is very Sonic-y. Oh, and then you keep it rolling, and then there you go. Oh, I love it.
So
that's awesome.
So yeah, so there's all these different islands. Marble Mountain. This introduces kind of like a. I don't know if people remember from Bean's Quest, one of the worlds was in the Sky Ruins, and so in a sense, like some of the islands in Bean Dreams are kind of like variations or inspired by the original Bean's Quest stages. So we go through the secret passage here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's probably gonna. Well, you have to bounce a lot when you go through that little tunnel too.
Yeah.
So does it mess with your jump par? Or?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how you get the axolotl, but it's not how you do the jump part on that stage.
Okay. Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah. He's just jumping. He has no other purpose. And I'll show you. So that we're at the moment, one of the ways we're structuring things is we're kind of breaking up the islands with specifically a different themed island. We're calling dungeons. Oh, here we go. We can see an island.
Oh, so you just unlocked a new one.
We just unlocked a new one, and we got a few more bricks after that as well.
Nice.
So this is the first dungeon stages.
Whoa.
And they're just a lot more intense, and oh god, I died already. So they're more intense, almost like mini boss kind of worlds, if you will.
Yeah, or this reminds me of the Mario castles or whatever, their dungeons.
Exactly. So we're trying to theme them differently. Like the first one's sort of about fire and lava, and the second one's more like a diamond kind of crystal dungeon. The third one we're still experimenting with. It's got kind of like a maybe jungly theme to it, but we haven't sorted out exactly what we're going to call it. And then after that, you actually get the first power-up in the game. So this is especially where the gameplay really differentiates from Bean's Quest. So I just collected the chili, and now I'm in like this chili bean kind of mode.
You're fired up.
Fired up, exactly. So now I can swipe, and these bricks usually you have to break them from jumping from below.
Yeah.
But this power-up actually allows me to break through them from the sides. It opens up a whole new puzzle mechanic.
Yeah.
So if we actually take a look, at the start of this stage, there was a bit of a hint of something up on the left-hand side. So after destroying those bricks, we can go up here and have these little guys help us out a bit. Hopefully we can get one down there pretty easily.
That's so crazy. So those guys are just going wild on the springs, and
yeah.
you're kind of bashing into them.
There we go. So we got a couple of them down there, and yeah, they've just helped us out with the axolotl. So.
I love secrets. Oh, and you can even jump on that sign.
Yeah, you can jump on the sign. Yeah, I've been trying to think of a good way to put like something kind of secretive above that sign to the right, but yeah, we'll probably come back to that. If we have some ideas, we'll do something.
Yeah.
So I'm not really focusing on the jump part right now.
Right.
That's why I'm getting such atrocious scores. But maybe we can find a stage where I can demonstrate the jump part more easily. So maybe I might not try and go for the golden part, but I can try going for the silver or the bronze.
So there's a lot. The fact that you can just in midair, lurch forward like that. That probably plays into a lot of the jump parts too, where you're keeping yourself off the ground as much as possible.
And the chili allows you to dash forward, and probably at the apex of your jump is the optimal time to do that. So we can probably jump forward to. Oh, there we go. I got some more bricks.
Cool.
So then we have later on a like candy themed world. So this is, I guess, like some really classic sort of types of stages that you found in old retro games.
Yeah.
You know, Bean's Quest was largely sort of, as ridiculous as this is going to sound, grounded in reality. You know, it's like the first one was like grasslands, the second was dusty desert, the third one was like Crystal Peaks or something.
Yeah.
You know, they're all kind of like environmental or terrain kind of areas. But in Bean Dreams, because this is all set inside of Bean's head, he's really dreaming all these ideas up.
So it gives you the freedom to kind of do whatever you want. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility.
Exactly. So we had Toy Town, now we have Candyland. So you know, it's really just all over the place. But that's pretty cool because it just means that it has that retro feel to it.
It really does.
And here we have the magnet floors from Bean's Quest make a reappearance.
Yeah.
And they were a really interesting mechanic that we only explored in like the final world of Bean's Quest.
Yeah.
But we're exploring further in Bean Dreams.
Cool.
Because it allows you to restrict your jumping, kind of like the slides, but in a different way. With no time constraint.
Yeah.
So we might jump to another. I'll just open up the debug here.
All right, you're gonna cheat.
And cheat, yeah. So I really love this level. It explores some really cool mechanics of how the chili can be used in the level design. So like getting this fruit, if I just jumped in there without the chili, I'd be screwed basically.
Yeah.
But we'll jump in and dash out.
Yeah, midair dash.
Yeah, and the same with the axolotl. You know, one might be a little bit easier due to the height of the jumps. And here, okay, so we've got like a whole tunnel of spikes, and at that height, I'm almost certainly going to die if I don't do something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to try and chili torpedo every single
Be very
step.
quick.
Yeah. And then finally, like, there's breakable blocks, you know.
Blocking your goal.
Blocking my goal. And if I just jumped in here and my first instinct was to attack them from the left to the right, I'd actually end up in the spikes.
Yeah.
So I need to be careful and go around the right-hand side and dash towards the left. And
Clever.
That, keeps me alive.
That's awesome.
So let's see what the next stage is. Oh yeah, this one's pretty cool as well, actually. So again, it's chili based. You go up here, break that, take the springs. So some stages are a little bit more. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, get the ball rolling.
Get the ball rolling, and boom.
Oh, nice. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
that's how you get the fruit.
How are you gonna get the axolotl though?
The axolotl is actually a real pain in this level.
Okay.
I'll give it one attempt.
Give it one attempt. Okay.
This is probably one of the examples where the axolotl, like, maybe we'll tweak this one because it can be like
a little too much.
A little bit too much. So you basically need to tap the boulder, and you don't want it to actually go on the left-hand side of that statue from before.
Okay.
You want to ride the boulder up to the statue.
Oh my god. Oh, so that, I get it. So that'll give you the extra height that you need.
To actually get up to that grassy platform.
That is brutal, but you know what? I think people like that kind of stuff. Like,
oh no.
You're just barely out of reach.
Oh my god.
I think people like that super hard kind of goal though, too. You know, some people. Oh, there you go, you did it.
Yeah, and boom.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, I think
that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Probably should have said spoiler alert, so.
No, it's fine. That's the kind of puzzle where, like, even if you find out how to do it, it's still
challenging to do.
Yeah. So, that's probably a pretty good run through of what we've got at the moment.
So,
this is looking a bit weird because I did it with the debug menu, but
that's okay. So I gotta say, when the original Bean's Quest came out, there's a lot of criticism about how long it was. And so it looks like you took that to heart with this game because there is a crap load of levels.
Yeah, that's true. There's about, I think, 13 islands now.
13 islands?
In the current build.
And it's either, what, like 4 or 6 levels each? Or?
Yeah, exactly. It fluctuates, and so it's bigger than the first game already.
Yeah.
We're really proud of that. We're still working on it. At the moment, we're doing some updates to Duet.
Duet recently just took off again. It's about a year old, is it now, or 8 months?
7 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it was September last year. Yeah.
Man, time flies.
Yeah.
But Duet's kind of getting a new surge. So you've been paying attention to that a little bit. But when can we expect something like Bean's Dreams would be coming out. Bean Dreams
Bean
to come
Dreams.
out. I always
Bean's
screw
Quest
that up.
2, yeah.
Bean's Quest 2.
Yeah, like we definitely, that with the success of Duet, we've got a bit more time on our hands, and we can really polish Bean's Quest 2 more. So I might have to say, like, when it's done or when it's good
done.
enough. But having said that, we ideally before the end of this year.
Before the end of the year?
That
Okay.
it'll come out.
That would be ideal for me, too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be here at GDC next year looking at Bean Dreams again.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tom, thanks so much. It's looking really awesome. All the new mechanics and everything are really kind of like taking the Bean's Quest formula to the next level. And I know we got a lot of fans of the original, so I'm sure they're going to be excited for this sequel. So thanks so much for demoing it off, and we'll be looking forward to see how it continues developing.
No problem.